are your predictive KPIs. Okay, what is going to happen? Then you need to bring the TCPI as well to see the things. SPI and CPI also you can put, and you can put remove the 2 decimal places in order to make little more spacious here things. Fine. So that's how you can basically make the report for metrics. It's very powerful. You can put some dates here if you find any space to do that. Maybe if you just drag that down a little bit in order to put some title or drawings if you want, because if we do drill down, let's say I will do drill down in that BOQ way. So that's how it is coming. So furthermore, these KPIs can be generated like indicators, so which I will be doing later, because it's going to consume a lot of time to think on that. But you know the technique how to make the KPIs, means indicators for you. You can put the baseline dates here and the other value. I will see whatever suited things available in our data model. I will be bringing them here. So the same report now we can make for the labor. The only thing we need to do is duplicate this report, and I will be doing that labor report separately so that it will save the time, because the things are same, everything will be same, only the labor related values will be coming here. So other than that, we need to make one dashboard for our drawings, integrated drawings as well, which we will be making after learning that how to integrate the drawings and layouts, elevation or layout, whatever we want. So once it is done, then we will make a dashboard, earned value and the drawings. So we will see that dashboard as well. So there is one thing more, which is our resource management plan. So far everything is based on the performance of the project. So now we will see for the resource management that how resource related things can be developed. So we will be using the same things. I will be taking the same. I will just make a duplicate of this so that theme is already there. So in resource, you need to see what type of resources are available there. So resource means you are going to monitor or you are going to analyze things at resource ID level. So resource ID can be for material, resource ID can be for your non-labor, and resource ID can be for labor. So apparently we are going to make at least 3 reports for resource ID, because labor, non-labor and material. So now you need to think what is available in material, what is in non-labor. Definitely you will be assigning man hours to the labor. So first let's go for labor. So I will make it labor resource management, or whatever you feel you can say that. But these are the possibilities we are generating, and we are looking after that what we can create from our data model. So in resource, what we need, at least I want here, I don't need all these values first of all, so I can just remove them simply. And I need resource ID first of all. So that resource ID will tell me how much carpenter man hours are needed or how many are spent, all these things. Okay, so these values doesn't matter, we can use them. And then what we can do, we can bring our resource ID, and resource ID we can bring through as a in activity codes here. So first of all, I am going to put my labor related value, where I will find in labor distribution unit, and I will go and put this value here in the value. So now my man hours are here against activity codes, because we will see the flow in the last part, that how the flow is working like this in model, how the data is flowing from one table to another table. So you will get much better understanding. And if you want here, you can put the resource ID as well. So you need to means remove that so that you can find. Otherwise, if you want to monitor the resource manpower as this, you can monitor that as well. So what I am going to do here, you need to understand few things. The first thing is that resource ID now available to you. For example, if I go into the resource, see resource ID is available and resource type is available. So we need to see how they are connected to each other means. So if we go here and find out that how my resource IDs are connected. This is my labor unit. Okay, in labor unit I have 3 connection. One connection is resource ID, the other connection is activity ID, and the last connection is date. So date is obviously connected to the date fact table, activity ID is connected to activity ID fact table, that's obvious, and this is connected to resource ID. So that makes sense. So if I go and use resource ID, in let's say instead of face I am bringing my resource name, because resource ID and name are same thing for us. And if I go here I will find my resources here. So let's say I will put it here. Okay, these are my carpenter structure. So if I click here, let's see what happens. The data is no, okay, nothing happened. And if I go for carpenter, earthwork, mason, so data is here available. So these are the man hours now showing, but these are not the performances. We need to understand that. Okay, so furthermore, these man hours now we need to see in what form, means how these man hours are working. So you can put that in the form of, if you are putting activity codes here like cluster and all these things, then you can put here your spreadsheet field, which is we have not used so far. Not from here, spreadsheet from the labor unit, you can put it here. So now if you see, you will have all these options available to you: actual unit, at completion unit, budgeted unit, and remaining unit. So let's say I will just change the name to make it better. Sorry, name will be here, I think, yeah, here, spreadsheet, so at least you know. So if I see all these are the options, so this value, if I click here, the value will be reduced. You will see now it is nothing remaining. So it means everything is either at completion or actual. So I will click, see the value is coming for all these part. For earthwork, mason, this is the type. Okay, so at completion units are these. So in order to find the only this value which you have selected, you can do one thing. You can just go in here and selection and single selection. Now at least one selection, not at least, maximum one selection at a time. Now you cannot select two. See, if I select here, this will be unselected. Now if I'm at remaining, if I go for actual, so the remaining will be removed. So now this you can see that if you want to see actual, you can see actual. If you want to see budgeted, you can see budgeted. And in case you want to see side by side, so you just remove that part from here, and now all the values are selected, it is increased. So what you can do, just come here and take your spreadsheet field from here, and you can put it on column as well, so they will be distributed column wise. See, like this: actual, at completion, budgeted, and total. So remaining is 0. So this is one of the way to do. And if you want to do that, you don't want here cluster and all these things, so just bring your resource name here. Let's say I will bring my resource name here like this: preliminary work, metal works, all are my resource names. They are coming, I think, not came. If I just remove them, so it will be there. Yeah, they were already there, I think, or they are coming, they are loading. Yes, now they came here. Yep. So these are my resources like road work, plasterer, painter, all these are the map budgeted hours. So all the values you have here. So spreadsheet, in that case you do not need the spreadsheet, or if you need little bit of more, you can say, charm in your work. So what you can do, these values are here: actual unit, budgeted unit, and all these things. And you can bring here in below, you can bring the S curve, means the histogram, not just one, the history from here, and this way you can see the visual as well, how things are going on. So time scale we can bring, because we have a curve here, means visual, so we should bring the time scale, which is our fact table, and the dates in the horizontal axis, remove the quarter. Now what we need, we are using the labor, so labor distributed unit in the column values here, and just drill that down. Now it is here, so if you move the time, they will be shown here. Okay, that's my manpower. So now if you want to see them trade wise, what you need to do, simply just bring the resource name into the columns. This way, if it is not good for you, just do the histogram.